Okay, get this. Today's deep dive involves a One Piece fan theory so wild it might just rewrite everything we thought we knew about the Void Century. We're talking forbidden romance, ancient conspiracies, and a certain someone named Emu.
What's captivating about this theory is how it takes the grand stage of One Piece, with its world-altering events and power struggles, and grounds it in something deeply human, a love story.
And not just any love story, right? This theory puts Emu, the person shrouded in mystery, at the center of it all, claiming they were head over heels for Queen Lily of Alabasta.
Imagine, if you will, Imu already a figure of considerable power, completely enamored by this queen. The theory paints a picture of a romance that could have reshaped the world, with them potentially ruling side by side.
But of course, this being One Piece, things couldn't be that simple. Enter Joy Boy, the Enigma wrapped in a straw hat, shaking things up with promises of freedom in a very different world order.
This is where the theory takes a fascinating turn. Lily, far from being a passive player in this grand narrative, becomes an active agent of change. She's drawn to Joy Boy's ideals, ideals that challenged everything Emu and their world represented.
So it's not just a love triangle, it's a clash of ideologies. Was Lily unhappy with Emu? Or was it Joy Boy's vision of the world that truly captivated her?
Well, the theory argues that Lily's choice wasn't just about picking a side, but about aligning herself with a cause bigger than herself. And her supposed actions speak volumes. She adopts the D initial, a symbol, if this theory holds true, of rebellion against the celestial dragons, even back then.
Talk about a power move. Taking on the D initial would have been a direct challenge to everything Emu stood for. And you know what they say about scorned lovers.
The theory gets even more intriguing when you bring in the Operation Fruit, the one that grants immortality. What if Emu's desire for eternal life stemmed not just from a thirst for power, but a desperate attempt to cling to a love slipping away?
Wait, so you're saying Emu might have forced Lily to use the fruit on them?
That's the theory's claim, and it reframes everything we thought we knew about Emu's motives. It dives into the psychology of a ruler obsessed with controlling history, suggesting they're trying to erase not just a historical truth, but the agonizing memory of a lost love.
Wow, so the Emu we see today, shrouded in secrecy and obsessed with control, could be a direct result of this ancient heartbreak. That's heady stuff.
And it adds a whole new layer to any actions they take, don't you think? Almost like every decision is colored by this ancient betrayal.
Speaking of which, how does Vivi factor into all of this?
Well, if we follow the theory's thread, Vivi, as a descendant of Lily, becomes more than just a princess. She becomes a living embodiment of Emu's past.
Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going. It's not just about lineage. It's about the ghosts of the past coming back to haunt Emu. That completely changes how we view their interest in her. Remember that photo incident?
Exactly. It wasn't random curiosity. It was a confrontation with a past Emu has tried so hard to bury.
This theory just keeps getting wilder. We've got a love triangle that potentially ignited a war, a ruler driven by heartbreak, and Vivi stuck right in the center of this ancient conflict.
And we're just getting started. What does this mean for Vivi's role in the grand scheme of things? What other secrets about the Void Century might this theory unlock? That's what we'll uncover as we delve even deeper into this fascinating fan theory. This theory suggests that the grand conflict with the ancient kingdom, the one shrouded in mystery and whispered about in hushed tones, might have been a consequence of this love triangle gone wrong.
Okay, so we're talking about a personal feud escalating to a world-altering war.
That's the crux of it. Imagine Emu fueled by jealousy and a desire for absolute control, rallying the 20 kingdoms against the ancient kingdom. It paints them as the architect of the entire war, driven by their wounded pride and a desire to possess not just Lily's heart, but the very world she seemed to yearn for with Joy Boy.
That definitely reframes Lily's decision to align herself with Joy Boy. She wasn't just choosing between lovers. She was making a stand against a system Emu was desperately trying to build.
Precisely. And her defiance, according to this theory, cut Emu deeply. It wasn't just a personal blow, but a direct challenge to their authority, shattering the facade of control they'd so carefully constructed.
It makes you wonder, did Lily grasp the magnitude of her actions? Did she realize she was potentially sparking a war?
That's one of the many questions this theory provokes, and it becomes even more tantalizing when you consider the possibility that Lily, aware of Emu's desire to control the narrative, took steps to preserve the truth.
You mean the poneglyphs? Those enigmatic stones that hold the key to the Void Century.
Imagine this. Lily realizing the danger posed by Emu's ambition, using the poneglyphs as a safeguard, a way to ensure that the history of the ancient kingdom, and perhaps her side of the story, wouldn't be completely erased.
That would transform the poneglyphs from mere historical records into a final act of defiance against Imu, wouldn't it? And potentially a beacon of hope for future generations.
A beacon carried by those who bear the D. A lineage that, if this theory holds any weight, could trace its roots back to Lily and her momentous choice.
Whoa, this is giving me chills. We're talking about a legacy spanning centuries, all stemming from one woman's decision to challenge the status quo.
And like any good theory worth its salt, it circles back to the present. What does this all mean for the world today? And more importantly, for Vivi.
That's what I'm dying to know. If Vivi is indeed a direct descendant of Lily, she's not just a pawn in this game, but a linchpin connecting the past and present.
And potentially a significant threat to Imu. Imagine after centuries of carefully constructed control, being confronted by a living, breathing reminder of everything you lost. Your love, your perfect narrative, your unchallenged rule.
That photo incident takes on a whole new meaning, doesn't it? Yeah, it wasn't just about eliminating a potential obstacle. It was about silencing a ghost from the past.
Think about it. Imu sees Vivi, and perhaps they see Lily reflected back at them. Her defiance, her connection to the D, her potential to unravel everything they've worked to achieve.
This theory adds a layer of urgency to Vivi's situation. It's like Oda is setting the stage for a final showdown, a clash between the enduring power of Imu and the legacy of Lily, with Vivi caught in the crossfire.
And that raises a question that hangs heavy in the air. What role will Vivi play in all of this? Will she embrace her lineage should she ever learn the truth and fight for the dawn of a new era? Or will she become another casualty in Imu's quest for absolute control?
This is intense. We're talking about a love story gone wrong, ancient history colliding with the present, and a young princess with the weight of the world potentially on her shoulders.
Don't forget about the enigmatic Joy Boy, the true nature of the D, and the secrets still locked away in the poneglyphs. This deep dive keeps unfolding like a treasure map leading to uncharted territories.
Okay, let's see where this treasure map takes us. What else does this theory reveal about the mysteries of the One Piece world? This entire theory really flips the script on how we see the world government. What if their whole order above all else thing, it isn't just about power, but about masking a deep-seated wound from centuries ago?
It's like their entire system is built on a foundation of heartbreak and denial. No wonder they're terrified of anyone who questions the way things are. Any crack in that facade could bring the whole thing crumbling down.
And that's where the will of D takes on a whole new meaning, right? If it's truly about resisting oppression, as this theory suggests, then it's a direct threat to everything Imu has spent centuries trying to protect themselves from.
Exactly. It becomes a battle for the soul of the world, playing out over generations. On one side, you have Imu clinging to control, desperate to erase the past. And on the other, you have the D lineage carrying the torch of freedom, determined to uncover the truth.
And right in the middle of it all, Vivi, she's not just a descendant, but a living embodiment of both sides of this conflict.
Think about it. She's a descendant of the woman Imu loved, potentially carrying her will, yet also a potential heir to the throne of a system built to suppress that very will. The weight of history, both personal and global, rests on her shoulders.
Talk about pressure. It begs the question, will she follow in Lily's footsteps even unknowingly and challenge the very system she's a part of? Or will she remain oblivious, another piece in Imu's carefully arranged game?
And here's the most compelling thought. If this theory holds any truth, Vivi's choice could be the catalyst for change. She could be the one to finally break the cycle of hatred and control, ushering in a new era of freedom and understanding.
Wow. From a forbidden love story to a world on the brink of change, all because of one woman's decision. It's giving me goosebumps just thinking about the possibilities.
That's the beauty of One Piece, isn't it? Oda weaves together these grand narratives full of history, mystery, and adventure. And at the heart of it all are these deeply human stories that resonate with us on a fundamental level.
This deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about. It's made me question everything I thought I knew about Imu, the Void Century, and Vivi's role in the grand scheme of things.
And that's what a good fan theory should do, right? Spark conversation, challenge assumptions, and deepen our appreciation for the story.
Absolutely. So what do you think? Could this theory be true? Is Vivi the key to unlocking a brighter future for the One Piece world? We want to hear your theories. Reach out to us on our socials, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep those theories coming.